big thing that I've always done is just wade rivers, whether it's fishing, catching big tadpoles when you're younger, and crawdads. So without using a crawdad trap, catching crawdads, super fun, right? So we're gonna do that today, but we're not gonna boil them. It's gonna be a lot different. And then after that, we're gonna catch a few fish and to show you guys something different. All right, so a lot of you have probably done this before, but if you haven't, if you don't have traps, or if you're just getting into hanging out in rivers, or just really the outdoors in general, super good way to find crawdads is just under rocks, right? So go to your creek, go to the rivers, and just pick up rocks, look under them. And a lot of the times, especially in creeks like this, crawdads are super sustainable, right? There's not the crawdads aren't going anywhere. They're super good to eat, so get as many crawdads as you want. With what we're doing, like with this recipe, you're not boiling them. We're gonna want some that are like this big and smaller. Now, I've never done it, and you'll see this later. I've never done it on bigger ones, so that'd be something like to try in a different video. But for what we're doing, we're looking for ones this big and smaller. So it's gonna take a lot of them. Probably just get a few or as many as we can. This water is super dirty on this side where all the big rocks are, but that's where they like to hang out, right? So we're gonna get a few of those, and that's it. Right here. Okay, so that's one way to pretty much ensure yourself that you don't get pinched. If you have been pinched by crawdads, it's not like the funnest thing ever. The smaller ones like don't hurt that bad, but the bigger ones definitely suck to get pinched by. So occasionally you'll find ones that are double jointed that even when you're grabbing them like that, they can still get you. So this is pretty perfect. So we're just gonna get a few more of these. Might use one for bait and just catch a fish. And this is what it's all about, though. Really, just being out here, especially after work, and it's really just the best way to really spend your time. So we're gonna get a few more of these and just hang out. So the rig we're using, if anyone doesn't use it, I'm telling you right now, for small creek fishing, and I've never used these until recently, but Ned rigs, they just always catch fish, and they stay, you don't have to constantly change the plastic like every 3-4 fish. I've had this same plastic for like probably a week now, hitting like the creeks pretty hard. So yeah, just a little smallmouth out of the creek. Smallmouths fight super good. So always fun, especially out of a creek on a, like, yeah, just not a heavy rod. There's one smaller. Always running just right towards me. He's just swimming this way. All right, so this is pretty much exactly what we're after, but in Missouri, they got to be 8 inches. This is a gogwai or rock bass. So if you guys have never fished for these, besides smallmouths, man, these things fight super hard for what they are. That's a small one, but yeah, they scrap, so super fun. This wall is usually just loaded with big goggle eye. So right now we're just aiming for 1, 8 inches or over. We're gonna take that back in the crawdads that we have and just, we'll just cook them up, but let's just keep catching fish. All right, so we were able to get a few. If you want to see this done in a different video with a lot more crawdads, I know the perfect spot. So right now we're gonna head back up. We're gonna get a fire going, and that's how we're gonna just we're gonna fry the crawdads. So a lot of people don't do this. I've only done it a handful of times, but super fun. So yeah, we're gonna head back up, get to this big fire pit, and that's where we'll do it. So let's go back up. All right, so we made it back. We only got a few crawdads, like I said. So this is something a lot of people don't do. So the first thing you're gonna want to do is just dispatch the crawdad super quick, right? Boom, he's done, right? Everything else, that's just muscles moving. So to clean him, get in here. You're just gonna take his head and peel it back. This top shell, and that's where the guts are on a crawdad, right? Now with his back, you're gonna take his middle flap. Now this is kind of tricky, right? But you're gonna gently twist. And then you're just gonna slowly pull. And when you do that, his whole vein comes out. So now this crawdad is totally clean. We're gonna do the rest just like that. And then we're just gonna do a little bit of egg wash, only so it sticks better. And it's just crispier, especially when you're only doing crawdads that are this big. Some of the ones we got are smaller. So it's just gonna be better than just not using, than just going dry. So we're gonna get the rest of these done and then get the fire going. That's good. Make sure the egg drips off and into the cornmeal. Repeat all that with all of them. Me and my dad did this one time, and we caught so many smaller crawdads. And when we did this, it took, I mean, hours to catch all the small ones. And then when we cooked them, it 30 seconds to eat all of them, but still super fun to do and definitely something to try. Start off at the claws. you guys ever want to try this, it's just so much fun to do. Yeah, that tail fried with the shell on, it's not bad at all. Like, it's literally just, it tastes like you're eating, if there was a combination between fish and a peanut. But it's not super fishy. That's exactly what this would be. Flour might be better instead of cornmeal though. Save that one for you. Alright, this is my buddy Harry. That's been helping me film. Last time he ate a crawdad, he said it tasted like kitty litter. So, it's going to be different because it's not boiled, so it's not like straight up you like eating a shrimp, but just take a bite of the tail. That's the smallest one. I think flour would have been better than cornmeal. Not like kitty litter?
No. Didn't taste like kitty litter.
It's salty though, isn't it?
Tastes like, to me, fries. But really, I don't know how to even.
Like if fries were cooked in like oil that was cooked, like cooked a lot of fish or something?
Yeah, like fresh fish oil.
Yeah. It's not bad though.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's gonna wrap this up. I've made YouTube videos in the past. I never stuck to it, but I'm just gonna keep pushing content, so gonna get a better like camera setup and everything, but in the meantime it's just gonna be just whatever videos I know I can make, like, and just get pushed out, that's still quality, and some, you know, different kind of videos. Like, not a lot of people do, like, have eaten crawdads like this, or cooked crawdads like this. I'm just gonna keep pushing stuff up, so, yeah, just keep watching, and there's a lot more to come, so.